We woke up at I think 2:45, so dragging out of the house.
It was cool to get there with only a few people and then watch it all slowly build. You kind of forget that it's 4 a.m. on a Friday. It felt like there was 1,000 people out there.
I think we were all kind of just taking it all in, felt like a not even real situation.
You can prepare in your head for what you're about to do, but you don't actually know what it's going to be like until you start running.
I stand there and the guy goes, "Oh, what are you taking off at?" I don't know, 6:30. He goes, "Oh." I'm like, "What are you going out?" He's like, 5:45. I think we just chase this guy. Yeah, I think we just take him.
You need to make him chase you. Oh, did I say 6? I meant 4:15.
Seeing Victor be at the front was so cool.
Get my placement right next to Nils and yelling, "Run, motherfucker, run," and taking off.
Everybody started taking off, yeah, Victor's flying.
Make that first left. That's the moment where you realize there's another 343 of these.
Let's go, Mollie! Let's go!
Vibes were 1,000% up. I think everybody was just juiced.
How do you feel?
Not good.
Oh God.
Yeah, I had some Denny's hash browns right before. I was like, that'll be good fuel. Huge mistake.
The first few hours really fun. All the other teams were there.
One down.
Which I think made it more exciting. Just seeing other people, passing other people, watching their teams get excited.
Oh, the sun's coming out. The moments where we finally made the full team swaps, everyone's in one place, just watching that last handoff. This is such a cool moment.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
I felt great until I opened this door, and then my stomach was like,
That 3 miles kicked my ass. I don't know why.
Just a fine spot for me to lay down.
Round 2.
I was brushing my teeth, and I spit, and then it came back at me.
So there was this one stretch where it was just this straight road.
All of us were kind of flying down that road. I felt fast.
This is kind of what I had in mind of what this was going to be. It's just
same here.
you kind of turn and look back, you don't see anyone, see anyone forward, and you're just all right,
Yep.
here we go.
Straight, flat road and constant headwind. Dug into the Champagne Cave. If it hurts, good.
That's actually what he wrote in his journal the morning before Boston last year. He said it's going to hurt and it's going to be really tough, and if it hurts, good. I need to embrace that. And I just thought if Sam were here, he would be pushing harder.
Wow, that was just get in the zone and grind.
It would get really tough and he would find an even deeper place to go.
The sun starts setting and you're oh wait, we're not halfway. I was we have so much more to go.
How are we going to finish this?
By the time you get to the end of day one, most of the runners have probably gotten 30 miles on their legs already. That coupled with nighttime, darkness, not being able to see exactly where you're going, those are probably the hardest legs for the runners.
I wasn't really nervous to run. I was more scared. So I had 2 pepper sprays in my hand.
I was nervous about wildlife.
And with the dogs too, if I can't see you guys and I hear them, they were behind a fence, but I don't know that because I can't see them.
It got scary after Victor's unsupported leg.
David got out to go do the handoff.
We did the high five and he grabbed my hand. As I'm getting my headlamp adjusted, I see on my hands that there's blood.
I start running and I'm picking it up, and the next thing I know, I just hit the ground really hard. I don't remember anyone being around, but someone helped me up.
How did it go?
We're great. It's good.
I felt very unsafe, just being out there alone and jumping over a barbed wire fence to go run at a light that might be David or might be another stranger.
You got half a mile. Are you fine if I go up to the point so I can stretch before this run?
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
We're running through just sand and rocks and rolling hills, and You get to like a post in like the middle of the trail and it's like, you're almost certain it's one way, but you're like, if it's the other way, like I'm screwed here.
It's like, how do you know where to turn? Did you not read the instructions? He's like, no, I thought those would stress me out.
You just gotta like trust your gut.
The first morning light was amazing.
Seeing that sun come up, much needed. Dude, I literally was like laughing out loud to myself. I was like, this is so sick.
I think that was the turning point.
Even though it was so beautiful and it was so flat, those segments in a way were also difficult, or it's so straight. You saw like how far the groove was and you're like, oh goodness.
All right, come on now.
It was definitely a rattler.
Let's go. Oh, was it really?
Oh yeah.
You got it.
Here we go.
1 mile legs are really dangerous. It's only a mile. I'll just get through it as fast as I can. And like when I got to the car, like I was just like, oh, like I feel like I might pass out. Like Victor and David on either side, like you need to eat, and then one of them being like, you don't need to eat. And I mean, I felt tense just because I think there was like a worry and a concern.
I did re-Google the weather in Death Valley, and it is the driest place in North America. Okay, we had 7 hours of rain, uphill and a headwind on a straight road.
Let's go, Shane! Here we go.
Dial it in, dude.
I don't think I would have changed that.
I was just like, give us everything you got kind of thing. Like I'm down.
Pouring rain in the desert, you're just like, all right, like good. I wish it was harder.
You obviously, you think about Sam and like, what would he have done? And I think that he would have fucking loved this.
How fired up Sam would be at like just how shitty some of the circumstances were.
I think when we were feeling down, we all knew how he would be acting.
We all had those moments dealing with these emotions and kind of facing them as they come up. I had worn those shoes when I ran the marathon under Sam's name. Wearing those shoes through that segment of like rain, so beautiful in just a completely different part of the world, and then do that like really, really hard climb. It was the right moment for me to leave them out there and remember why we were doing this race. Remember the adventures that we did get to share. Acknowledge that we didn't get this one together. It was a moment to memorialize what we were doing. Acknowledge that my friend is gone, but he's still out there. We can still go for a run together.
Let's go! We're in Nevada! Oh yeah! Come on, dude!
And we were tired and kind of just like, we couldn't really understand what they were saying at first.
We originally thought we would do 30 now, and then we'd give you 30, and then we'd do 10-10. Okay. If we do that, you have a 2,500 foot climb.
Your next shift would be this.
There's no rest.
Well, we haven't like rested even from like last night.
Yeah.
So
Once we figured it out, it was like, okay, wow, so we really have this really tough climb.
we just did just past that.
Yeah.
And so it'd be that. It'd be like 2.5 of what we just did.
Yeah.
And the climb was no joke.
I'm not doing so hot.
Here we go. You got it.
On that mile going up that pass, and I was just like dying. There's snow everywhere. It's so cold. My quads are like on fire. This hill can't stop us. Like the haters are sick. Like the haters don't want us to finish.
didn't say it was gonna be easy.
When we finally got to the top of the hill, we're all broken, we're all hurt, but we're like, it's over.
Seeing the Vegas lights was...
Oh my God.
We literally fucking ran here. Fastest mile I've run in a long time was that first one down the hill.
Fastest man alive, 7:26.
Everyone just like stepped up. They felt the energy.
5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go.
Good fucking shit, dude.
Good stuff.
Everybody did the last mile together, and approaching the finish with everybody was just something that I'll never forget.
It's just a crazy thought that we started in LA and ran to Vegas.
When you like zoom out on like a map even, you're like, I cannot believe that that just happened.
Take some champagne. Let's go. Woo! Woo! Let's go.
Why not?
Woo! Woo!
It asked a lot of us, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And every single person on the team stepped up.
My guy.
What is that, huh? Griffin. Oh, you pushed through so well.
There's so many reasons we could have stopped. I'm proud that like we didn't take any of the outs because everyone was so focused on why we were there.
It still just doesn't feel real when I think about it, the fact that he's not here anymore. And yeah, I don't know if that'll ever go away.
You did this cool thing, now what? I'm not sure. Still dealing with and like processing all the emotions of losing a friend and how to experience cool things in life without someone who you thought you'd do those things with is one I'll keep chipping away at.